What's the matter? You'd be thinking you could come into my place of business and hassle me? Come and get some of this!
I should have known Ambrose was too much a coward to face me himself. But I would have never suspected he would send a child. I have crossed the seas of centuries to claim what is rightfully mine. Turned this ridiculous crab empire against itself. You cannot keep Celestia's magic from me. Now destroy this little wizard, my pet.
Big Salgio drops the son of Celestia when he falls. You have now recovered the final astral artifact.
This is not over, wizard. It has only begun. The mirror will break, the horn will call. From the shadows I strike, and the skies will fall.
By moon and sun, by baobab tree and shining mountain, by night sky captured in Mirror Lake, wards fall away and let me pass.
Too late again, young wizard. I summoned the Lady of Spiders, the Mistress of Shadows, the Dark Woman, the Umbra Queen!
I remember you. You were in Celestia, weren't you? Merle Ambrose should be ashamed for sending a mere pup alone into the dark. You're just going to get bitten. I have seen the dying of the light. Your magic is nothing more than a candle spark in the cold, dark places. With the 4 sacred relics of Zepharia in my grasp, no one can stop me. Time to tear apart the Council's barriers and break the mirror. Tsitsi, you have served me well. Your reward awaits you in the next world.
Oh no, what have I done? Please, don't let them eat me. What prophecy did the Umbra Queen mean? The mirror will break, the horn will call. I don't know of any mirrors. Wait, she must be speaking metaphorically. I'd bet my tusks she means Mirror Lake, the sacred waters atop Shining Mountain.
You have grown in power, wizard. I am impressed. I was once like you, Ravenwood's most promising student. Imagine what I could teach you. I offer you endless power. Think of what we could do. Join me. We can redraw the spiral itself. No? Then I'll just destroy you and do it alone. Spectral guardians of Shining Mountain, I am your master now. Destroy that wizard! Sit quietly and watch as I draw down the power of the spiral and rewrite destiny. I'll waste no more time on you. My destiny awaits, as the prophecy has foretold. Watch and learn as I speak the charm of making. Hanal Nathrak, Ufas Gapad, Dohil Yenbei.
There's a trace of magic in the air from her teleport spell. If you hurry up to it, you can follow her.
Why do you oppose me? I am merely recovering that which is mine. This treasure was stolen from me long, long ago. It is mine by right. I have done it. I have broken Ambrose's cursed locks and reclaimed what was rightfully mine. And now I reclaim my deck of shadows. With this, my power returns 100-fold. Goodbye, young wizard. My pets are hungry, and you will make an excellent snack. If you happen to survive, tell your headmaster he cannot stop me. He will hear the horn when it calls.
A deep tremor shakes your very being, and you hear a howling wind from outside.
The mirror will break, the horn will call. From the shadows I strike, and the skies will fall.
I feel as if a great shadow has come to Wizard City. Let us speak to Gamma at once. My Bartleby, what was that? It came from Gamma's room.
Oh, Headmaster, help! It's Morganthe!
Hello, Ambrose. And look, you've brought your pet wizard with you. Now that I've reclaimed my deck of shadows, I'm going to rewrite the spiral. This is your one chance to join me, or else be washed away in the tide of chaos.
I'm sorry, Morganthe. You were once the best and brightest, but you've dwelt in the shadows for too long. Your path leads to naught but ruin and sorrow. I expel you with a banishing spell.
Ah! You will regret this day, I swear. Shadow take you all!
Oh, I had hoped it would not come to this. But clearly Morganthe cannot be left unchecked. We must stop her. You will need the Sword of Kings to defeat Morganthe's deck of shadows. Gamma, tell our esteemed wizard what we know. Meanwhile, I'll clean up this mess.
Morganthe, bah! She once tried to hit me with a woolly mammoth. The Sword of Kings? Oh, it is the legendary Blade of Avalon, once held by King Artorius, greatest of kings.
Hello, Gamma. What have you been up to this day? Sir Mallory is missing. Oh, perhaps my assistant knows where he might be found. She should be up in my tower. Can you fetch her?
Ah, Merle Ambrose. You're not so smart, and your protective wards aren't so tough. Once I copy these pages, you won't be able to keep me from learning this so-called forbidden knowledge. I'll master the Horn Crown and use it to wrap the king around my little finger. Gamma! What are you doing here? What did you see? I'm just putting this book away for Master Ambrose is all. Oh, fine! I'll have you plucked and roasted and fed to the spiders.
Oh my, that is dire news indeed. I hope you could restrain your endless curiosity, Morganthe. I'm so very disappointed in you.
I'm sorry, Master Ambrose. I didn't mean to let you down.
I was going to teach you all of my magical arts one day. I just don't know now. You can start making amends by telling us the location of your traitorous brother, Sir Mallory.
Mallory? What did he do? He told me he was going to watch King Artorius duel and then meditate at the Shrine to Justice.
Mallory going to the Shrine to Justice. Oh, now that he's been found out, who knows what evil he will attempt. Quickly, Gamma, Tell King Artorius about Sir Mallory's plot. Mallory must be stopped at once.
Mallory, you can't do this. No king lives forever. Besides, I have a plan to twist him to our cause. Look, Gamma, just give me the blasted book already. You know Merle said I aced every test so far. What harm can it do? Give me the horn crown, Froudling. I've paid your price. Give it to me or face my wrath. This will heal your wounds, mighty king, clothing you with impenetrable armor. Wear the horn crown and find new life.
You burn the undead compounds and add the essentia as Tezcat 3-star instructed you. Morganthe, the Shadow Queen, of course, but who is that with her? A harbinger of doom who feels eerily familiar. This dark servant's awakening causes the dead of Azteca to rise, restless and hungry.
You did what to the Shadow's tongue? Hooyah! Hooyah! You bring words sweet as honey. What I would give to have seen that. Outsider magician, I have another name for you. You are the azure shining one of song, who is destined to fight the Shadow. You must never waver in this age-old battle, even when all seems bleak and forlorn. Go and find the Flower of Beauty, my granddaughter Zenzen, and
King Neza! And the young wizard, of course. Who else would be sending tremors through my web? Poor loyal Yakate did not enjoy meeting you. But now it's time to let the grown-ups talk. Neza, I need your royal blood to find the pyramid of Mother Moon. Help me and I won't shred Alto into a million splinters.
you are the heart of darkness. Your eyes are black holes, radiating pain. Your words are chittering insect sounds. You are no friend of mine.
Your friend? What is this nonsense? I don't want to be your friend. I want you to grovel and beg to serve me. Give me the secret, Greyfeather, or I'll ruin you and your whole family line.
Azure Shining One, find Zenzen and keep her safe. Ask Onyx Rainsun to show you the head of the sun. It can illuminate your way. Shadow Queen, daughter of spiders, mother of lies, your time is done. Ahoya! Ahoya! The Feather Palace shall be our tomb. Ahoya!
Hello, wizard. You certainly didn't think a roof cave-in would finish me off, did you? What do you think of the Pyramid of Mother Moon? I've had enough time to consider a few changes. Anal Nathrak, Uthvas Bathad, Dohil Dien Bay. Pathetic, isn't it? How Merle Ambrose sends you into the jaws of danger so unprepared. I must go and find a few more ancient Aztecosaurs, but I don't want you to feel ignored. The Pyramid's guardian spirit is angry with you, and to make things interesting, let's make King Neza join the duel too. You've made it all this way by yourself. You really are the head of the class, aren't you? It's fitting, I suppose. You saw Mirror Lake shatter, so it's just as well that you see us travel to the comet Shabalba. Step up, Huracan! Call open the portal!
Here is the story of the beginning, when there was not one lizard, not one fish, not one mountain, only the sky and the sea. Only the three great spirits and the shadow. I call to the place of fear. I call to open the path to the sky for the Shadow Queen in her terrible glory!
The horn has called. Come, let us prepare for the sky to fall. Huracan, you may destroy the wizard, if you choose.
Let the winds tear you down and send you to the 9 levels of the underworld!
What just happened? How could anyone have followed us here? A second obsidian mirror smashed? Someone is introducing dissonance to my song. The young wizard is coming. You'll have to deal with it.
It will be my pleasure.
Greetings, young wizard. Have you come to congratulate me? What? You think you stopped my ritual? You little fool! The spell was complete before you set foot on Xibalba. Azteca's time is done. The comet will strike! I mastered the magic of Celestia to manipulate the comet to my own ends. The mirror broke, the horn called, and now the sky falls. There's no way to stop it, or destroy it, or change its course. I made sure of that by having my forces delay you down below. It's time for me to return home to the Shadow Web to construct my celestial choir. It will be beautiful and magnificent. I almost want to spare you, to let you live and see what is coming. However, there is someone who wishes to meet you.
Young wizard, I had nearly forgotten how much I despise you. Now that I lay eyes upon you again, my fury is a black hole of rage, swallowing the light of 1,000 dying suns.
Goodbye, young wizard. Don't worry. I'll lie to Merle Ambrose and tell him you died well.
Wizard, I am the master of death. I journeyed into darkness and returned more powerful than ever. I will take you apart and reassemble you as a wretched thing, to be pitied and feared by every living being in the spiral.
Malistaire teleports to the center of the dual circle, ready to unleash his full power against you. The land lurches and heaves beneath your feet. The sound thrums into your bones. The hunk of rock Malistaire stands upon breaks away, hurtling into the darkness of the spiral.
I have no words. You come to us now at the end. Our days become hours. Our hours, minutes. Every minute is one lost lifetime. The sky is fire, but I can see the moon clearly now. In my mind's eye, full and bright, protective as our mother. Some few of us will survive, perhaps, but our world will be gone to fuel the dark heart of the Shadow Queen. Return to Wizard City and tell your people what transpired here. Help us live on in memory and keep our story pure. Use our tale to inspire an army of light to challenge the Shadow.
Spellbinder, let the power of the moon's crown flow over me and wash away this crass and brutal form. I am transforming!
Spellbinder, I am restored, and yet The blood pounds beneath my antennae. Spellbinder, do you feel that cold wind blowing?
Young wizard, I told you I knew what you were up to. You wish to save the bees? Ha! How? When you can't even save yourself. Witness a fraction of the power of the Song of Creation.
Spellbinder, what have you done to me? A fever courses through my veins, and a hunger burns within my mind.
I must admit, I admire the Broodmother's purity. A survivor, unclouded by conscience, remorse, or delusions of morality. I hope her poison lets you live long enough to experience a truly painful and wretched death.
Spellbinder, is that you? I was swallowed by the shadow, and you have saved my spirit a second time. Quickly, use the moon's crown to force me to shed the Shadow Queen's skin.
Spellbinder, the good you have done this day is invaluable.
Little wizard, you are persistent, aren't you? How many times have you cheated death? Countless, it seems. Ghost Dog was the first warlord to come to my cause. Say hello. And goodbye.
The way of the samurai is found in death. Every day, one should meditate on being ripped apart by arrows, sliced by swords, gouged by minotaurs, blasted by tempests, shot by centaurs, frostbit by balefrost, trampled by elephants, doomed by deer knights, or struck down by samurai. Every day, without fail, one should consider himself dead. Let me teach you this philosophy firsthand. If a warrior's head were to be suddenly cut off, he should still be able to perform one more action with certainty.
That sounds ominous.
Ghost Dog! I did not give you permission to lie down. Rise, Kerr. Your queen commands it! You see, little wizard, reality is what I make of it. I raise Ghost Dog from the edge of defeat and imbue him with the strength of shadow. Cry havoc, as they say, and savage the little fool.
I'm sorry. I meant you no disrespect.
That was worrisome, but you did it. You overcame him.
Oh! Do you hear that thunder in the distance? It is the Lords of Night teaching me another verse. I'll strip you of your spells soon enough. You have no idea of the pain you have ahead of you.
You sense a swirl of energies from behind these doors, some distantly familiar and some very strange. None of it is warm.
The chambers of the mind let you see Morganthe's dreams. These are fragments of her past, but shaped by time and prejudice. Of course, like all true visions, these can hurt you. Are you ready to walk in Morganthe's dreams? Enter the first chamber of the mind. You will see and hear one of Morganthe's earliest memories. Remember, these are true things, but colored by how she remembers them.
Morganthe, are you listening to me? Do what I say, and Artorias will fall. I have no patience to watch the people suffer while he dithers. I gazed upon the divining treasure, and it showed me the land will wither under his rule. The old way, the old king, is gone. This toothless bear lets too many foes nip at his heels. The people need a new, strong sword to follow. Once I sabotage his armor, the next friendly duel he accepts will be his last.
only Mallory would see there is another way. The Froudling magic holds the key to getting what we want, without hurting anybody.
You are meeting a Spriggan here? I will not treat with those dishonorable savages.
You will not treat with whom, Poxy Knight? I have brought the horned crown that Lady Morganthe requested. It is potent magic of darkness and shadow. You have my reward.
Foul creature, your reward will be my blade.
You betray our pact! May your victory turn to ashes!
Morganthe, take the horned crown and hide it away. I must go and ensure Artorius' armor is not fit for battle. If for whatever reason my plan is spoiled, then you must use the horned crown to enslave the king.
Brother, if your plan goes awry, I could not live on in Avalon without you. The horned crown contains a power I've not encountered in any of Merle Ambrose's teachings. It twists and turns by itself. I wonder if Ambrose has any theory of it inscribed in his tomes of forbidden knowledge.
Go, little sister, and prepare. I will see you when all of this is done and but a memory.
Are you recovered from the first dream? Enter the second chamber of the mind. Another time, another place, another dream. Remember, these are true things, but Morganthe's age and temperament color them.
Adept Morganthe, do you know why you were sent here? Can you fathom the chaos and pain you caused? What toll you almost cost us?
Of course I know why I'm here, you prattling fool. I failed. Not for breaking the rules, but because I bungled it openly.
If it had not been for the swift intervention and ceaseless aid of Sylvia and myself, Wizard City might be a smoldering ruin. You think the astral schools are playthings and the spiral worlds a game board or laboratory to practice upon?
Aren't they? Someone needs to understand the boundaries of the spiral and figure out which rules can be bent and which broken.
Your punishment is a suspension of magical studies for the immediate future. Give me your wand.
What? My wand? You pompous, arrogant, stuffed shirt! I'll give you my wand.
There is much left for you to learn, impudent child.
Enough! What is going on here? Malastair Morganthe, enough of this madness.
Headmaster, I was only teaching Morganthe how little she knows.
Malastair, I expected you to handle this prudently, not to wage war on each other. And Morganthe, oh, Morganthe, you disappoint me. Never mind, Malastair. Asking you to censure Morganthe was my failing, as was my inability to teach her caution and mercy. Morganthe, for placing Ravenwood in dire jeopardy, and for your utter lack of remorse, there can be only one punishment. I must take away your wand and your deck of spells.
No, don't you dare! Don't you think that you can do this to me for 1 second! I won't let you! I can't live without my magic!
And expel you from Ravenwood. May you find your true self out in the spiral.
No!
We must all learn our lessons from this tragic series of events, or else we will be doomed to repeat them.
You look pale and unsteady. Will you be all right? It is time to enter the third and final chamber of the mind. As I've said before, these are true things, but memory is a fickle and unreliable partner.
As promised, we found a world of wonders and untapped riches, did we not? The crew is eager to disembark. Shame you didn't want to stay longer at the Alcazar. Those burrowers had some lovely jewels and artwork. Fetch a pretty penny. Still, after we see what this hive has to offer, whether its primitives can teach you the magic you seek, we can go back there.
Blasted astral magic. Too slippery to grasp. I swear I'll master it one day, or burn the lot of it to ash.
With luck, you'll get a nice shiny deck of cards from these Arachna Magi, and me crew will be able to explore. What have we here?
Trespassers in the recluse chamber? Summon the Arachna Skinners. Do not let them escape.
No, you don't understand. I'm a simple Skyway captain, and this is me charge, Lady Morganthe, and we are looking for...
Die, burrower scum!
Quick, girl. We best be running before... Too late!
Ah, the intruders. You cannot escape the shadow web. Once we deal with you, we will find your ship and your crew and hang them up. Surrender and I can ensure you feel little pain. Be pleased that you shall feed the next generation of warriors.
Skinner, hold your weapon. Take the pathetic rat away to do as you like. But we wish to examine this strange one.
That does not sound good.
She may prove to be the one we are searching for. The chosen one of the Grand Prophecy, if she survives the testing. It is hard on these poor eyes. The sounds too loud. The smell. I have not tasted fresh air in a long, long time. And here we stand on the edge of shadow. The Spider Magi built this palace for their chosen queen long ago. But Morganthe has refined and reshaped it in her image. The enormous weight of energy Morganthe released in Azteca threatened to crush her, so she built an arcane brace to support it. It takes the form of a great tree, her Bartleby, of course. Moros watches and waits for her to master the song of creation. Face Moros the Doom Tree and force him to bridge the way to the Shadow Palace, or else we cannot continue on. I am bear hate for Moros, the Doom Tree. I am the force that drives you towards your ultimate fate. When the Shadow Queen's song is complete, I will stand at the center of all things and hold up the Shadow Web. Allow you to reach the Shadow Palace? That will not happen. Step into the Celestial Archway and duel me if you dare, foolish wizard. Face me, little wizard. Face the roots of impending fate. Face doom.
Scratch your face, whip your hair, break your nails, tear your skin, crack your bones, shred your hope.
Moros, I feel you shaking and trembling. The loops of power slipping from your branches and threatening to come undone. What is happening? What? You? How? Oh! You are the proverbial cat with 9 lives. The bad penny. The albatross around my neck. I suppose I should be surprised, but little surprises me anymore. Where is Merrill and his ridiculous council? Afraid of the dark? Are you all alone now, little wizard?
There now, the Celestial Bridge spans the abyss surrounding the Shadow Palace. You may cross to find your own particular doom. You were visited by Morganthe's shadow in the other plane. It is to be expected. But this is the end. There is nowhere for her to run. Can you hear the Lords of Night singing for Morganthe? I fear she has nearly mastered their song. It is up to you to free them. I cannot walk with you in this place, for Morganthe could steal what little of my strength remains. She nears the end of her ritual. If you release her captives, it may anger her enough that she cannot complete it.
Jishin, free us from these shadow chains! The Shadow Queen has forced us to serve in her celestial choir. She compels us to sing in order to learn this song of creation. By freeing us, you may slow her down. Find and free our brothers and sisters. But even doing so will not be enough. If you fail to stop the Shadow Queen, then all of this will have been for naught.
The Shadow Queen has taken from us our home, our honor, and our song. Focus your will into a tight beam of light and break through her shields and wards to stop her ritual. If she wins, the song of creation will become a lament of suffering that resonates through every last being in the spiral.
Jason, is it you? You have freed us from the malevolent Shadow Web, but the Shadow Queen has learned all she needs to know from us. You have but this chance to stop her before she fully makes the song of creation her own. Know that the Lords of Night are with you in spirit. The Lords of Night are free, wizard, though I'm afraid Morganthe will not be so easy as her petty warlords. You, wizard, are both the Child of Light and the Child of shadow. Morganthe may have more raw power than you, but you have hope. You have overcome every obstacle and beaten every foe she has put in your path. Now is the time to show her that her vision is flawed. Take all that you have learned, now and before, and use that. Strike where she is weakest, and turn her strengths aside. Enter the throne room of the Shadow Palace and end her song.
I have long dreamed this. I may not have the pleasure of killing Ambrose with my own hand, but sending him your head may be sweeter still. I forget myself. A queen should not act so basely. Such a threat is beneath me, especially now on the eve of my victory. Mirror Lake broke, then Huracan the Horned One called to Xibalba, and then I brought down the sky, and you failed, and failed, and failed. But really, in the face of prophecy, what choice did you have? You dabble in shadow, but you have no idea what it truly means. Shadow forms reality, and reality bends to my whim. Face me in all my forms and despair! Your blood shall water the foundation of my new universe.
The Shadow Web! Destroy you, villain. I draw down the song of creation and the Shadow Web! Yes, its vibrant power courses through my veins like liquid fire. I will obliterate your living memory! No, wait, it's too much! The shadow burns cold! The song is too loud! I cannot hold it all! I cannot... No!
The sky falls, taking her with it. Her song comes to an end, and all that is left is silence. Morganthe is gone. This is what happens when you are not strong enough to control the power and allow it to instead